Welcome to another edition of Nikki B and Friends. What up, friends?
What's going on, Nikki?
Ain't
Hey,
nothing
Nikki.
going on. Ain't nothing going on. What's going on with
What you
everybody?
come in here with his Barry White, Barry Gordy?
Hey.
What's going on?
It's that top. It's that top show. It'll do that. It'll happen sometime.
This ain't Midnight Love Truth.
He done checked into the sweat hotel.
The Sweat Hotel.
Hey. Nah, I got the boom boom room.
Ah.
How's everyone doing this evening? What's going on? What's been going on this week with everybody?
Man, everybody don't talk at once.
Okay, well, I'm moving.
I was like, I go.
I'm like, y'all ain't doing nothing. Dang.
I'm moving. I'm in the throes of moving. I'll be packing it up and shipping everything out this weekend. So that's what with me, just trying to get the kids ready for tomorrow's journey to their dads and getting boxed up and shipped out. That's what I'm on. What y'all got?
I've been good. I've been trying to do this FanDuel betting thing. So that's been my new little baby recently.
Okay. I'll see.
What sport?
You winning or
I have not won yet, but I haven't lost a lot of money. Today I did basketball.
You should holler at your boy, man. I know a little something about something.
Okay. What you been on,
Yeah.
Truth? What your week been like?
Not too much of nothing. I'm planning me a little getaway here in a couple weeks. So yeah, headed out to Vegas.
Where you going?
Hey, you all in his business.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
somebody
going out
else
to
been
Vegas.
to Vegas. I was thinking about going.
I'm gonna go out there.
That's my
place. For sure. When I lived in LA, I used to go like once a month. Like that was my home away from home, for real.
Are you a gambler?
Nah, hardly ever. Hardly ever. But you know, it's several people from Grand Rapids that's out there that I still kick it with. And it's a 1,001 things to do, you know?
Well, used to be.
Well, you gotta, it still is.
Oh.
In my circle. I don't know about yours.
Oh, okay. Well,
Uh-oh.
I don't even want to know.
I don't even want to. Yeah,
you know what
I
happened
don't need
in
to
Vegas
be testifying about nothing. I don't need nobody coming trying to subpoena Nikki B for this tape and all of that.
No. You know, I ain't breaking no laws now. Maybe the law of gravity when I'm hooping or something, but other than that, nah.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Nikki? What you been on?
You know me, just working and really kind of nothing. Just working. Seems like I did something. I can't even remember. No, that's the thing. I be needing my rest. Like I'm tired and sleepy and all of that stuff. And so being petty, I've been on some real petty stuff, fooling with some folks.
Being petty.
I was about to say, do we want to ask?
The thing is, I'm trying to get away from petty. And people will try you, then you gotta be petty again. And it's like that's the game.
I call us the petty game.
Right. It's like you don't want to play
No.
petty with me though. Like I'm not that person to play petty with. Like I'm gonna win every time.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, had a good week. Had a good week.
That's good.
So before we get started with the show, we just want to, send out some, some support to the people in Texas. All of my people in Texas are doing, well
definitely.
because
for sure,
that was sad and all that. But then, it was funny because funny but not funny because I saw somebody, they was on Facebook and they was going ham about Y'all laughing about what's going on here. We don't have no water. Are we cold? Blah, blah, blah. Let me get up off of Facebook before I cut somebody off. And I'm thinking, girl, you going through all that. Why you even on Facebook?
Why are
Why
you
you on Facebook?
preserving your battery? What is you really doing? Like you got
Right.
enough battery to get on here and talk junk, yet you ain't got no lights and water. Like I'm trying to figure that out. You need to be using that to call Grubhub and carrying on. Like, what is you really doing? Yeah, it's
Man.
sad though. My best friend resides in Texas and she's okay now. She's at a friend's house somewhere else. So I'm just glad of that because I called her. She was like, "Bro, I can't even answer the phone." I was like, "Man, I just called to
Yeah.
make sure you was all right, for real."
Yeah,
I
my
got
youngest daughter, she's in Texas though, but they got power now. They doing all right.
Yeah, my one of my good friends, she's in Texas, and so they got power. But she was like, it took them a couple of days to get all of the water up. They had to pull all of their carpet up and all of that. But you just be grateful for, that you're doing good and stuff like that. So,
Did y'all see Tammy Roman on there crying though about her house?
and she was like, and they let her have it. My friend was telling me
Yeah,
about it.
they was going in on Tammy.
It was like she was crying about her house in Texas, but all while
But
she
she
was
was
in
at a
Atlanta.
different house somewhere else or something like
Yeah,
that. I'm like, girl,
that's
get off here. Get off here.
I think they might have
I
said she was in New York or something. Anyway, she was far
Mhm.
from Texas, so it was like, girl, you got lights and everything. Get up off of here with that mess.
Right, right.
I should see it like put some stock in the GoFundMe accounts because that's finna blow up. Everybody finna be asking
Oh
for
yeah,
some.
definitely,
GoFundMe.
Right.
Everybody.
definitely.
So wait, speaking of that, so I'm gonna just throw this in there and then we can move on. So there was a young lady who left her kids
Please
at
no, please
no, she
no.
left her kids
Oh
at
yeah,
a
at the hotel.
hotel.
Yeah.
Right. She left her kid. Wait, she left her kids at the hotel so she could go to work. So then people were they did a GoFundMe for her, raised over $150,000 for her to get a house.
Oh,
And
So she can leave her
somebody,
kids at the house and not don't leave them at the hotel.
that's
Just leave them
what
at the house.
Truth said. Truth goes onto the post and says, "Oh, good for her. Now she can leave them at the house instead of
oh
Instead of the
my
hotel,
at
because
the
them
hotel."
hotel walls is thin.
Man,
Nobody
people
would-
was mad at Truth though. People was mad at Truth.
God.
That's real shit though.
But I
Don't nobody
think
want to hear them kids running all
right,
day.
but like he said, it don't matter where his point was. It don't matter where she at if she leaving them by themselves. And then
Hmm.
people are like, well, you don't know her thing, but it's like you don't know the story because read the article. The kids are with their dad now, who stay right there in town. So
Mm,
she may have had some other options. What she was saying, I mean, it's still sad. It was a 10-year old and a 2-year old. She said she
damn.
was calling them every hour, but it just goes to show, like the mayor, I think the mayor ended up coming out just saying it just goes to show how messed up our system is. When
Hmm.
people
Hmm.
are being lazy, we get on them for being lazy, saying they don't want to work. Then when they do want to work, we don't pay them enough where they can afford daycare.
Like child care
Right,
and
we
stuff
should be
like
Exactly.
helping
that.
them with
Yeah.
child care. So
Hmm.
anyway, she gonna be living in a nice place.
Right.
And probably, some dude about to be living there, but cause chicks these you know what I mean? Chicks these
He go,
days be having
move,
dudes move in
he go
before the
move
cable
you right
man
in.
Yeah.
come.
Right.
We're
Lord.
gonna be help.
Who is the
Well,
cable man that they met
Right.
while he was hooking up the
well,
tape?
You said the cable man.
right. Well, she can't get cable until the brother move in.
Hey man, you can put.
Oh
Now with that
my.
150,000, she should be
Well,
able to get her a nice spot.
she ain't gonna pay off. She already owed the cable company. That's why she was in the hotel. She ain't gonna pay that cable
She
bill.
owe Comcast. She gonna try to switch to AT&T.
It's gonna
You
be
know
in
what I
the.
mean?
It's gonna be in the 10-year-old's name. That's okay.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, baby, sign this
so
with this crayon now. Come on.
This one I'm
Mm-mm.
not gonna do. Okay, let's move on to the topic at hand. Mm-mm.
Wow.
I had it right here. Okay. Oh, again, we are sponsored again this week by Wendell's grooming, hair care grooming. So make sure that you check out Nikki B Nikki and Friends on Facebook and Nikki B _and _friends on Instagram. I'll have the link there for Malone Health Grooming Kit for your beard and stuff. Thank you. All right. Here's the topic. We are talking about marriage behind bars with a 10-year sentence.
Woo.
So your spouse,
Mm.
it's a 10-year sentence. Can marriage last with someone behind bars for 10 years?
Woo. That's a hard pill to swallow
I
right
say
there.
Yeah.
no. For two, I mean, nah. Mm-mm.
I
You
No.
say no?
wouldn't know.
I say no for two reasons. One, um, half of marriages in the United States end within the first 3 years anyway. It ain't got nothing to do with no incarceration. Second, 10 years, the average prison sentence is only 2.6 years. So you got like 3 times that.
Come on, Truth, with the stats.
Nah,
10
she
years.
might. I don't know. I mean, me myself, if I was going away for 10 years, like I wouldn't expect my wife to wait. Like
You
I'm gonna
tell her to
tell her,
go
like,
ahead.
man, do your thing.
Well, see,
Nah,
here's the thing for me.
Man.
It depends on what they got
nah.
locked up for one. If it's somebody that you've been holding down and taking care of and you doing some illegal stuff to take good
Yeah.
care of them and provide good for them, I feel like they should hold you down for the 10
Well,
years.
if you go for 10 years, if you go for 10 years, you did something highly illegal.
Okay,
That's
so
what I'm saying.
say you were a dope dealer, but that other person that you were married to knew you was a dope dealer. You guys were living a good life, living in a nice house, you driving a nice car, doing a lot of shopping. Now he gets caught and you don't feel some obligation to say I'm a hold them down because they took care of
No,
me.
She
no.
she she probably will hold you down for a couple Thanksgivings, but she's got addicted to the fast money, to the fast life. She's gonna need a
But
replacement for that.
but then my question is, we got to define hold you down, because I even think that's selfish for the inmate to expect you to be faithful for 10 years.
Yeah, put
So
your
y'all
life on
married?
hold.
Why
Like
not? Marriage is
I'm gonna let
marriage,
you
though.
go. I'm gonna let you
Married.
go.
No, you can't. No, that's selfish. I can't expect you to be faithful and everything for 10 years while I'm locked up.
You married,
Right.
though.
So what?
It's some women out here who faithful for somebody they ain't married to.
That's what you got. And for longer than 10 years.
And them
Ooh,
some miserable
ooh,
bitches too.
ooh,
We don't use
miserable,
the B word, truth.
That's lit.
miserable, miserable heifers.
Yeah.
She
Ah,
said
they
miserable
miserable.
heifers.
They're
Miserable, but you know
miserable.
what? I mean, think of all of the people. I mean, we all done seen the episode of Love at the Lockup.
And
Heck
they,
yeah.
yeah.
It's people who meet people in jail and wait for them to get out.
Actually,
Oh,
I've never seen
Oh,
that.
you gotta
you
watch
Oh,
it.
really
that's
got to
It's
check
myself.
that
actually
show
something
out. You
surprising.
really do.
Yeah, you
That's
Mm.
got
myself.
to.
I,
It's
I,
something
I,
to
I'm
see. So people meet people in prison. They have
They
still
got dating
contact.
sites.
You know what the thing about it is? Some marriages probably
Would
Last
prosper.
work
longer.
better with somebody locked up than not locked up. They probably trust them. They
and
know where
that's
they at.
sick. You know what I
I
mean?
know he, I know he getting fed, and
That's I mean, I'm sure that's the mentality for a lot of women. Like that's how they cope, But a decade?
I can't. I couldn't do 10 years. I'm not even
I ain't
gonna
gonna.
last 10 days.
I'm gonna give you a
So,
free pass to do whatever you do, and after 10 years, if we come back together, then it is what it is. But I can't hold you accountable for nothing because I can't help you. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Mhm.
I can't help you. Shit,
Okay.
I
And then
need
even
some
after
help. Put some money on my books. Shit,
right.
get a nigga. Make sure you get a nigga that got a job.
And then that's the thing, after the 10 years, how I'm gonna come back and be a man? You done held it down. I can't come in this house and run nothing.
Yeah, that's
You
On
done
crazy.
held
Love
it
at the
down all this
Lockup,
time.
all of them dudes be coming out. It always seems like whether it's the woman who getting out of prison or the man, they always seem to be the one who like be running stuff. To, in my
Oh,
opinion,
Nikki, don't even get me started on that part, because
Hmm.
I'm like, how you come out of jail thinking you gonna dictate stuff?
I seen it all the time. My cousin got out of jail. He had two women before he had a job. One job. He had two women.
Mm.
Yeah, and it's just it's crazy.
Women
Hey, what
be
now?
It's crazy. I mean,
had two women
I mean,
before he got one
it's
job.
slim
And was
picking.
living with one of them. Like these women can't wait.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
right. Because they've been writing them jail talk, all that jail talk.
I just want to.
Oh,
I
baby.
Respect
just
all
want to
that.
go on note right now to thank my
Them
mother
pipe
and
dreams.
father for just instilling in me good damn common sense. I swear.
Right.
I
Right.
just want to
And then
thank you,
I mean,
mom and dad.
all it, in my opinion, all it takes is a woman to, have a couple failed relationships, and now she's vulnerable. The brothers they telling them everything they want to hear. As far as
Baby,
I'm
me in the
concerned,
streets is through when I get out.
everything.
I'm
I'm gonna
telling you, have
marry
you
you,
have you
girl.
have you ever seen any like type of story that made the news or something like that, or somebody getting released from prison and stuff like that? It's always the opposite sex, whether it be a woman or a male. It be an opposite sex there waiting to hug them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I like to see the episodes of Where Are They Now?
Getting
Ah,
That's me.
getting fingerprinted again.
5 years later. You feel me?
Back
Like,
in the
yeah,
pen.
that type. A reunion show.
no, some of them
Better,
may
you
last.
a host it, true.
I would love to.
But I just think that it should be some type. Like, okay, so if they give you permission and be like, do what you want to do or whatever, go on. If
Right.
somebody then took care of you and all of that, like I would just feel like you owe me.
But the whole 10 years, Nikki.
But you knew what I was doing. Like we're both in the game. So either you not gonna hold me down, and then I'm gonna tell they ass you was involved. So now we
Oh
both
my
getting locked
God.
up.
Oh,
That's petty.
oh,
Listen,
oh.
That's petty.
We both
Blackmail.
getting locked up then. Is that what we gonna do? What
That's
we
why you
doing?
make
Nah, I mean, if I
handcuffs.
gotta choose, you can go.
You said what?
I said, no, we both can't. If I gotta choose, you can go.
Truth, you for real?
Better you. Yeah, why not?
Oh my God.
But why not have it? So then, is that a conversation you have
Man,
beforehand?
Because what happened to for better or for worse? That's the worst. In 10 years, go back quick.
Yeah, okay. You saying that because you free.
right,
Ah,
right.
A lot can happen in 10 years. That's
Easy.
2 presidential terms.
Right.
What happened in 10 years?
I don't know. I think it'll all start off peachy for I say, righteously a good couple years. But after that, I think it's gonna be all downhill from
Hey,
there.
I agree with True. Them letters gonna
now
slowly die down.
they
Them
got
conjugal visits ain't gonna be.
email. You can
Right.
email and all of
JPay.
that stuff. You said
Yep.
what?
I think it's called JPay, where you can email them and they can email you back from jail.
Okay, well, Shan is doing it because she know the name of it.
I
Yeah, I was about to say it, but
Shan, how long you been writing somebody?
All I'm saying is, I mean, you know.
what's his name? Or what's his number, I should say. What's his
Is
inmate number?
it somebody that you know who went in, or did you meet a
I got a friend who was married to somebody that was in jail, and he didn't stay in there no 10 years, but, you know, she would always talk about how she got to, you know, do the J.
How'd you get involved? He hooked you up with somebody in there?
No. He's so eerie. No, my friend is married to somebody that's in prison, and she would tell me about how she communicates with him.
So
is he currently locked up?
No, he's not currently locked up, but that's how she was communicating.
But does she hold him down?
Don't Jay pay costs?
She did hold him down while he was in there, but he was only gone for like, I think, 3 or 4 years. He wasn't gone no 10.
Okay,
that's still a lot.
Jay pay costs money though, don't it?
I don't know. I guess.
I think it's one of them services where you could do everything through it. Cause you could like pay. You could pay like you could get people. Like you could you know, you don't have to send nothing in no more. It's the website where you go to do everything. So you could pay.
How Nikki know? You see how does Nikki know?
Hey, Nikki breaking it down too.
I am, because I got a cousin in there that I tried to look out for, but I don't never get to look out for him because everybody else, his books always be full.
Oh Lord! Oh, he got support.
Yeah, he got a support system.
Yeah. Okay.
But hell, even 3 to 4 years is a lot.
That's
Dang,
a lot.
you engaged and you ain't gonna make it no 3 or 4 years.
Nikki, you engaged, and I already told her if she had to do a bid, sayonara.
Oh my God! You told her that.
See, ain't no law. That's the problem. That's the problem with the world. There is no loyalty.
No.
Listen, when I met you, you wasn't no criminal. Listen, when I met her, she wasn't no criminal.
He got to be loyal to himself.
If anybody reaps the benefits of anything that was done, whether it was somebody embezzling money and y'all lived a nice lifestyle, anything that you reaped off of, I feel like you should support that person.
That's why you got to have your own.
I'll give you 2 years.
God bless the child that can have their own.
Nikki, who we got on the show with us, man? I don't know where these guys think.
I couldn't do it.
Nah, because I'm saying I wouldn't expect my wife to wait on me.
But
on the flip side of that,
would you wait on your wife?
What you mean? Wait for what? What am I waiting for? Yeah.
You waiting on her to get out.
She gonna get out. But
and that goes both ways.
Wait,
if I got locked up,
I mean, you know, we possibly could stay married or something. You know what I mean?
You gonna date somebody else?
I'm gonna hit something. I'm gonna hit something. I'm telling you, I'm gonna hit something. There's no secret.
No loyalty.
You gonna?
I'm not finna. That ain't loyal. I'm not finna turn into no monk. You know what I mean?
Right.
You
do it 3 years
of celibacy.
You right.
You
did 3 years.
That don't make
so then now that y'all done told us that y'all ain't about nothing.
Okay.
Right.
Whatever.
So now I just need to know.
Y'all ain't gonna
would
wait
y'all have a woman in your wife's house?
Well, I mean,
and her house is the big house.
Maybe after the couple year mark. You know what I mean? But
what? I can't believe what I'm hearing tonight.
Nah, listen. I would tell the person like what's going on. I would tell them the situation. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you know,
so you got 8 years see how to live here. You got 8 years to live.
You gotta find your own crib.
But listen, who's to say that the wife don't get out and be like, I don't even want to be no more. You know what I mean? Then what? And I done waited 10 motherfucking years. You understand me?
Only to not get none.
That's true.
Yeah. Then she come telling me somebody about some chick named Rebecca.
Oh my God.
You understand me?
Big Becky if you're nasty.
That part right there. Matter of fact, she's on the way. You can meet her. You feel me?
Oh
Try to
my
have y'all
God.
at
He said
y'all
they
out
need
at
to
Turn
wait
Big
Applebee's.
10
Becky.
years. And then she tell him that. I would
No,
think that she would tell you before she got out if that's
listen.
the
Before she
Exactly.
on her way to the
My
crib with the cameras and carrying on.
that's my point exactly. And I'm gonna tell her if you do something that's gonna get you 10 years, I'm gonna hit something else.
Oh my God.
But that's expected.
No, it's not.
We are
Even both,
married.
it don't matter. Both ways. Even if I got locked up, I would expect you to sleep with somebody else. Like I'm just expecting that.
I can't.
Like period.
Yeah, and I can't be
I would be
mad.
cool with it.
You wouldn't have
I
no
would be cool.
choice.
Now, what if she have a baby by the dude?
Well, bitch, we was calling send me some
Oh,
divorce
she
papers.
Wait a minute, nah. See that's
Now we getting a divorce because you just ignorant and you
yeah,
too
that's
old to
it.
be having
Nah, that's
kids.
crossing the line right there.
What?
That's crossing the line.
Nah,
You can't have sex
nah.
without wrapping it up.
Right. Like, come on, man. You could have went and got on the pill. Like, nah, you really not finna tell me no shit like that.
His pullout game was that weak. Y'all, come on. Plan B
What
is
if the chick you
$50.
messing with get pregnant? How you gonna tell her and Big Becky?
But see, to a certain degree, that's apples and oranges. Because it don't work the same. It is. I can't control. So now I can't control what that woman do with her body.
You can control wrapping your thing up. What you mean?
Or
Wrap it up.
keeping it in your pants and being faithful to your wife
Period.
that you married.
All I
Nikki, we
know
already
is
said that's off the
if she
table.
tell
I'm
me
not
she
being
pregnant,
faithful for 10
she
years.
lying. It ain't mine.
Oh, it ain't
Right.
yours?
It ain't mine.
Mm-mm.
Who we got on the show?
Got enough
We don't even have
already.
we don't have close eyes in my family. I don't know who that baby is.
I can't have no more kids. So if she come tell me she pregnant, she like you've been cheating.
I had a bad bike accident when I was 10.
Dude, I swear to God.
Just can't believe that we're at the point that
So Nikki,
because
you
we can
telling
really
me?
look at this other well.
So Nikki,
Mm-hmm,
your husband he gets locked up
mm-hmm.
10 years.
And I know
6 years
about it.
with good behavior.
I'm coming through.
I can't stand you.
I know about it. I'm coming through with a
Cannot
bottle of
stand
wine.
him.
Nikki, you telling me you gonna be celibate, faithful, not talk to another guy, not have
She
sex?
married. What you mean?
Let Nikki answer. For 10 years?
And no masturbate.
Let me be the spokesman for my G. She is married.
Nah.
But she
No, I don't believe that.
I don't believe that either.
I
It sounds good.
why? Why don't you believe that?
Well, wait, I never heard
just
Nikki's
don't.
answer.
I
I mean, a
said
lot
she
of it has
married.
to do with because I'm a male and I probably been
I'm
through a lot.
married for
So
better
Nikki,
or for worse. Now, if it's a mess that I don't know anything about, then I'm not. Then I'll just let you go. You know what I mean? If you done did some old underhanded stuff that I have no idea and don't know nothing about, no, I'm not dealing with that. But if I've known that this is what you're doing and all of this, and I'm living good because of what you're doing, and then I would feel obligated to my husband.
To
and
get
I get what
cobwebs.
you're saying.
And
To
hold them
grow
back.
cobwebs.
So what if he gives you a pass?
If that's what you say, yeah. You said what?
What if he give you a pass? Like I'm locked up, I know you go, whatever.
I don't. It would. To be honest, it would have to see how. If I was getting my calls and stuff like that, I may be fine. And if he put up some money for me to still be taken care of and stuff like that, I may be able to do that.
Y'all better than us, cause whew. So Shannon,
Well,
you staying faithful too?
she did say
I'm
May.
staying faithful. What you mean?
She did
10
say
years is a
May.
long
I
time.
said what?
May.
I said you did say may be able to.
You
It's
holding
the
on to that
wordplay for
small
me.
possibility.
And on the flip side of that, it's may not be able to. Because
But
bottom
don't you-
line, if the brother give you a pass, y'all gonna take it.
You'll take it. 10 years is a long
Y'all gonna
time.
take it. Especially if
don't
y'all meet an
know.
old sugar dad. He just want to
No.
smell it. He don't even he can't even get it hard. He
That's
just
just disgusting.
I'm saying they out there.
Yeah, not for Veta.
They out there.
No,
So, Shan,
I'm really loyal. I'm loyal.
but Nikki, 10 years is a long ass time.
Time
It's
can
a
go by very
decade.
quick. Time can go by quick.
But
You
y'all
gon-
making
you-
it seem like in 10 years you don't get to go see them. You don't get to
You
like
gon'
call and talk to them every
Right.
day.
man.
You
Like
can have
it's not like
conjugal
10 years
visits
solitary
and
confinement.
right. You can have conjugal visits and all of that
Yeah.
stuff.
only in some states. Every state don't allow conjugal visits though.
And
So
it's not the same.
if you're
It
in
ain't
one of
the
them
same.
states, it's all bad.
And I'm saying the way that people be sneaking in cell phones, you just may still have that
Oh, you
connection
please
when you
believe that they get
talking
them
every
conjugal
day.
visits in, legal
Right,
or
you still
illegal.
talk. That's what I was just about to say. And you still talking and all of that stuff every day. The
It ain't
love
the
can
same.
still be there.
So
It ain't the
willing?
same.
Because seriously, I mean, we're talking about using jail as a thing, but it just seems like to me that you guys are making it more of a sexual thing, which tells me almost that if anything happened and she couldn't do the sexual part, that y'all like,
Y'all out.
I'm moving, I'm asleep with
And that's what I
somebody
was
else.
about to get to.
And see,
Like,
that's that, like, so what if she gets sick? Then y'all bouncing? Like, come
but
on.
no, that was my next point, because it's more than just the sex. Like, you can't date. You can't be romantic. You can't go out and be with each other. Like,
Dude, you ain't never seen
what?
nobody post no. It was just somebody for Valentine's Day, and they went to the jail, and the jail was letting
And
them
they
buy
stood next to
roses.
that man in that blue and orange suit.
And they
Right,
had
and
what,
they
40?
Picture.
You
had
mu-
a rose in their hand, and some flowers, and the dude was hugging
Yep.
around them. The jail was selling flowers. So what
They
you
had a
talking
good
about? Hey,
vending machine sandwich dinner.
exactly. What you talking about? They ain't dating. You can go on you a date.
What you mean? You could go on a date with your husband every week if you want to.
Exactly.
You know what? I'm gonna
Depending
let
on how
y'all
far
have
away
it.
they stay.
Some people probably spending more time with their husband in jail than the ones
Then
who
the
out.
chicks on the outside.
But
Period.
listen,
I'm gonna let y'all. You know what? I'm done. They got an answer
that
for everything.
but that ain't
I'm telling you, it happened like that for real.
that ain't the life I would want y'all to live.
Yeah,
though.
that ain't
You
the
know what I
life you
mean?
want.
Like that's not cool.
You got to
You
be
know,
patted down to see
and
your
I didn't say
mate.
that I would leave. You know, if she went 10 years. I just said it's a very high probability that I'm gonna have sex with somebody else. That's all I'm saying.
And even when you go see them, you can't wear certain things. You can't bring certain things. You got to be patted down. I couldn't do it. Maybe a year or two, but after that,
I think that people will say what they won't do until they
Till
end
they
up
in the
finding
situation.
themselves in that situation.
Oh, that's definitely true. So y'all saying you can say that you'll be faithful or hold it down for 10 years.
Y'all can say that y'all won't.
Ooh.
Like I said,
I saw that shit.
I have no problems like staying married. I have no problems with that.
Just staying faithful.
I mean, yeah, it ain't cheating if you tell her what you gonna do.
Is that what she don't know? She won't hurt her?
No, I would tell her though. She would know.
So
like
you think telling her makes it not cheating?
No, I mean, well, I'm just saying, I'm not sneaking around like you're in prison. You know, like I ain't had sex in 2 years. Like I'm going crazy. Like this, we not wired like that.
Oh, so you gonna wait 2 years? I
mean, I'm saying I could do 2 years standing on my head, but after that, it's all bad.
Okay, so if you he said he can't even do 2 years.
2 years.
Let me call his fiance.
Right. Right. Can we get her on the line? Get her on this live right now.
I'll
girl,
give you 2 years.
run like
I'll give you
hell,
2
girl.
years.
Run like hell.
Because there's other stuff that y'all could do in the 2 years, like for.
We could have went to counseling while you was out here. We didn't have to be locked up to talk this out.
I mean, I'm gonna keep money on your books. I'm gonna come and see you every opportunity that I can. You know,
What if we got
guarantee,
kids together, young kids?
You know, I mean, still, I mean, well, our youngest, you know, is 16. So, you know,
Let's say our youngest
grown.
is 6 months or 6 years.
I'm still
have a
going.
woman around my baby?
No,
he's sweet.
We had a sitter. We got a sitter.
The baby's asleep. What are you talking about? I'll send him to grandma's house.
I mean, and that might be that baby mama. 6 months, okay. When you get out, that baby gonna be 10.
Exactly.
Mute Truth Mike. Mute his mic. Mute his damn mic. I can't.
She got a sister wife now.
Damn.
That's her Eskimo sister.
You done just turned us into a polygamy couple. What kind of shit?
Hey, you did it. You got locked up.
Right.
Got the baby, the baby think the other woman is mama.
And then be looking at me like, I don't know you. Stranger.
I'm still shocked y'all said y'all would hold it down for 10 years. Wow.
I got 2 mommies.
I'm shocked that y'all said y'all wouldn't.
Right. Like, and so, but you know what? This is exactly why I say, like, people in marriage, like, it's just not the same. Everybody, back in the day, they will hold people down.
I am holding her down. This is what I'm saying. I'm not holding her down because I had to smash something, you know.
So when I get home, what you gonna do with that woman?
But like True said, I'm gonna let her know from jump what it is.
I would start phasing her off, like, you know, maybe a couple years before you got out. Before like your release date. So by the time you got home, there'll be no remnants of her love.
Yeah. Hey, look, my wife get out 2031, you know. So do with that information as you want.
May the odds forever be in your face.
But if you hear when she get home,
I got no.
Oh, and it was like, people like y'all, it'll serve right if they got early release. And not say nothing. You know how every now and then it be a little glitch in the system, or a new law passed, and then they got to let the people out who've been there for long periods of time. That happened before with some of the drug laws in Michigan, and then they
gotta call me to get around home
and be like, "I'm gonna surprise them and just come home." Ooh,
yeah,
and you know, most fools don't watch the news to even know stuff like that.
Not fools like the ones we got right here,
right on the show. You be sitting on the couch having a beer with her, rubbing all on her leg, and I walk through the door like, hello, how you doing?
But you know what? It's gonna be all bad for about 10 minutes, long enough for the police to get there. And she getting released on probation, so she gonna end up going right back.
Not to her own house. What you mean?
If she come to her old house, which is now her new house, because she got an early release after 4 years of a 10-year sentence, and she come in there popping off.
That would not hold up in court. You know it. Cut it out.
Yes, it would. If she violated probation. If
she beat on the girl,
she violated probation going home.
Who said she was beat on the girl? She beating on you.
Stupid.
If she beating on me, she violating her probation. You can't be violating.
You gonna call the police on her?
No, the neighbors will. We live in a white neighborhood.
I'm calling the police.
Not with them.
I fear for my life, officer.
I can't.
Now y'all just dirty at that point because
so is.
No, because I was telling her to calm down. Just calm down. Calm down. But she didn't listen.
So if I come in and I tell you she got 15 minutes to get everything that belong to her and get out of here.
I'm gonna tell it, man. You better
right here.
You better get to getting your stuff.
Baby, I gotta get out of here in 6. That's it.
So you mean you ain't gonna never want to see Shorty again because I'm home?
No. I'm married.
Hey, I can't.
I'm married, man.
This the second honeymoon she always wanted.
Right.
I can't stand truth.
She come back home. I'm married again. I'm married. Baby, you gotta go. I'm married. You knew, I told you, and she knew. So, it shouldn't be too much confusion. You got an early release. Oh, okay. Surprise. Shit.
We both gonna be surprised.
Do you know
it's all fun and games until people's feelings get involved, and then you start falling in love with the other person and all of that type of stuff.
But all jokes aside, Nikki, you're right. You do run that risk of falling in love with the other person. But that's why I say it's selfish on the inmate's part.
It'll be more so a woman will run the risk of falling in love with a man than a man, because men all throughout history have had other women and concubines, you know what I mean? And they stayed married to the same woman. They just
have you remember last week and how we read those, and those were all men? Times have changed.
They don't count.
Why? Because they Cinderfellas.
Hey, now you said
not
I
him.
didn't.
I think it's selfish on the inmate's part to expect you to be faithful for 10 years. Once you know what you're looking at, you got to sit down and have that talk. Like, look, I'm gonna be gone.
I think that a lot of people probably would say, you know what, I expect you to wait and all of that, but really would hope that you love them enough to wait.
But that's not realistic.
That ain't.
And again, that's selfish.
It is.
It ain't.
That's selfish.
Because when a brother in the military get deployed for a year, 18 months, they be coming back to all kinds of BS. I'm like, and he ain't even in jail. He just out the country. So I don't believe the average woman gonna wait no 10 years. I don't believe that. And like I said, I wouldn't want mine.
But just the same way you be over there in Iraq getting it in with whoever you over there with. That happens too. Come on, tell the whole truth, son.
It happens all the time. But that's the story that we know about. Like it's so frequent. We know about that, but a lot of people don't want to cast a shadow on a woman. You know what I mean? Because it's still sort of taboo. But I'm like, y'all be getting it in, and a brother never know.
But what's the probability?
I believe it's the same. I think it's the same.
Rarely get caught.
I think it's the same. The probability rate is the same. Because we always hear about soldiers that come home early or surprise
more babies. Yeah, for sure.
And you come home and it's an extra car in the driveway.
And I don't necessarily just mean with a man either. A whole lot of these girlfriends, they girlfriends.
Wait a minute, a whole lot of these girlfriends is girlfriends?
Yeah, for sure. Because they trust each other. And they need that human touch, that both of their husbands is deployed, they're in the same unit, and Marcy and Danielle and Why not?
Oh yeah.
I can't believe.
Sister wise for real.
I'm just saying, man. It happens all the time, though. It happens all the time. I mean,
somebody was just talking about that. What was they calling it? And they were saying that, I guess it was a saying, Gay for the stay.
Yeah, that's
Oh, they
if you
get
get locked up.
gay for the stay
Gay
and
for
gay
the
for the
what?
pay.
Yeah,
Gay for the
people
stay,
like
meaning that
people that
a
can't
lot of
protect themselves or something like
people
that.
who
You
go to
know, you
prison
might have to
are
do some
gay
things
for
that
the
you don't want to
stay.
do. Yeah.
It's a whole world out there. I just realized that I don't know about.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't know about that. I just heard about it. Maybe looking up
Last
some
week,
stuff for this.
that
Oh,
was me telling you.
oh
That's
okay.
I mean,
Okay.
it's a situation when you incarcerated and you might be in a position where you can't protect yourself or you owe somebody something or something, and yeah, and you might have to submit to their sexual favors in order for your safety and sometimes for your life. So they just, instead of, they not no fighters, they don't have, hella money on their books or whatever. So yeah, they in there putting, red Kool-Aid on their lips and, tying their shirts in knots. You know what I mean?
I read Kool-Aid.
They
Yeah.
asking for Betadone product.
Shut up.
I just
They
got
do.
it red because I'm still like red lip, red
Really? That's how they make their
Kool-Aid. So
lipstick.
they make it
Red
make it
And dye
look
Kool-Aid.
their hair.
make putting it.
Mm.
Ain't nobody doing no putting no
Yeah,
trying to
they
make it look.
do.
Do
They
Yes, they
use
do.
you?
red
Yeah,
Kool-Aid.
If you
they
knock
dye
it
their
on,
hair with that stuff.
he went in Robert, but he coming out Roberta.
Oh my God.
Yeah, real talk.
No, but if it's gay for the stay, that
And
means when
then
he
he
get
gonna come and
out,
tell y'all everything y'all want to hear, and y'all gonna fall in love with him.
Mm, mm, mm.
who is y'all?
Imagine that.
Who is
Women.
y'all?
I don't know who he talking about, y'all, but
Women.
Don't
Like
they
y'all
say
said,
women
y'all
gullible?
y'all said earlier that there's dating sites and all that and all that and all
they
that.
do. They
All
do.
them brothers ain't in there fighting.
Mm-mm.
Whole lot of them niggas was beat when they walked through the gates. You understand me?
Mm, mm,
And
mm.
they knew it.
He said when they walk through the gate.
When they walk through the gate. I mean, they just, the regulars, they be lined up looking at him. I got him right there. I got him. I like your mouth.
Let me tell y'all one time. So y'all know
Thank
I'm
you.
a
Hurry up. Hurry
y'all
up,
know I'm a
Chad.
criminal
Come on
justice
in.
major, right? So
Yes.
one of the field trips we took in college was to one of the prisons up near Grand Rapids.
Mm.
So when you get up there, it's a lot of rules and guidelines that you got to follow because you there on an educational visit.
Mm-hmm.
So we walking through or whatever. It's a guy in the yard looked at one of my classmates and was like, "Yo, I F the shit out of him." Yo, my instructor was like, "And y'all bet not laugh. Y'all bet not laugh."
It was a guy.
It was a dude talking about one of my guy classmates.
Classmates.
I
Oh no, I'd have been like,
My instructor was like, "Y'all bet not laugh. If you laugh, you take an F for this whole visit."
and I would have said, "Excuse me, sir, can I go back to the bus?" I don't feel nah. Mm-mm.
Like that person should have been in trouble for even doing that. Like, don't make
Yeah.
people feel
Man,
uncomfortable
they
coming up
don't. You
there.
know what? Listen,
They don't care.
I used to transport inmates from Holman Penitentiary in Holman, Alabama, to University of Alabama Medical Center when they had to have treatments that the prison infirmary couldn't treat, certain injuries and stuff like that. And these brothers don't be wasting no time getting at each other. They don't be wasting no time. Don't be wasting no time. And I'm just like, you know what? Some of these brothers only doing 4 or 5 years.
Well,
And
maybe
you would think they was in there for life.
but no, maybe that they were that way when they came in. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm. Nah.
I mean, some was, but a lot of them, they get their spirits broke because they thought they was tough until they got there. Like Mike Tyson say, everybody got a plan until you get punched in the face.
Damn.
Yeah, that part.
Everybody think they Billy Badass till they meet Billy Badass.
Exactly. And he's 6'8", 270 pounds and doing life and lift weights 5 days a week.
Woo! Woo!
Right. You know what I mean? Guards
Ooh.
see him and go the other way. When that brother walk in the mess hall through the door, it get dark because he blocking all the light from the hallway.
Ooh. 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 Ooh.
I like your mouth.
But the other part about that is it's a lot of guards and stuff there, because it was some prisoner. It was a story that I read about some prisoner, and he hadn't got I think it said 4 or 5
Oh yeah, I remember hearing that. He
correction
got some of the
officers.
guards pregnant.
Yeah, the correction
Yeah, I remember that.
officers pregnant.
I mean,
So it
that's
was
gonna
some guy,
happen.
he came in and they got at the correction guards, because now a lot of them was really recruiting women, and you know, that's who, so they.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna recruit anybody who want to sit up in there. And I'm like, I did that, and I'm like, I can't. This ain't for me. Like, I'm good on this. But because it's a very evil place. And people change. Everybody in prison don't deserve to be in prison. Especially with systematic racism and all of that. But they get in there around prisoners. And you take on the mentality, and it's literally like kill or be killed type situation, and it changed people.
So why wouldn't you hold somebody down, and they in a killed or be killed situation? It just
They
seems
ain't gonna
like
even be the same person when they come out. They gonna be
especially after 10 years.
Still,
but why add
any
any stress? Even if y'all wasn't gonna be together afterwards, why add that extra stress on them while they in there?
But then, Nikki, like, life goes on for
right.
you outside.
Right.
What if you get a promotion?
Why
What if you gotta
do that
leave?
time with you?
What if you want to move to another state? What if you gonna put your life on hold for them?
No, I could still do all of that if they locked up, and then once they get out, then they could come. I'm just thinking of, like, if we just had this willy nilly anybody. I'm just thinking of marriage, and then see, this is why, you know, you have to be questioning, like, people really don't be taking the vows serious, because this is really the worst of the better or for worse.
Well,
And
look,
and
bet
you
if you get
guys,
locked up for 10
you
years,
guys are the married one and the engaged one on the show, and saying, "No, we ain't hold nobody down." What?
well, I'm letting her know
But
that if you get
I
locked
didn't
up for 10
know.
years, I'm
I
not
didn't
staying
say
faithful.
that. I didn't say that, and nowhere in them vows where you getting married and say you're gonna have to take a 10-year hiatus on
That's
having
the
sex.
better or for worse part. True.
Right, because it could be something else that you gotta take.
I might be getting it once a month instead of 3 nights a week. Like that is worse.
She could be a crackhead. She could be an alcoholic. She could be like a heavy gambler and losing all the money, causing y'all to be put out of y'all house and all kind of old crazy stuff. She could be a drug addict and mess around and bring you AIDS or something like that. But she's your wife.
Who
She bring me
prison?
I'm just saying, like
that my wife, oh no, we ain't gonna do no crackhead. We showing up getting divorced. Now, if it was embezzlement or something, we not gonna do no heavy drugs in this house. No, she gotta go. It ain't even gonna be no rehab. You gotta go. We not gonna do that. Deep. Don't nobody wait in their 40s to start doing no crack.
You heard that from
no, you gotta go.
They're functioning, drug addicts.
Right.
Not no crackhead. You can't do no crackhead.
The whole list is Shan had.
Listen, Shannon said she could be a crackhead, have a gambling addiction, an alcohol addiction.
Right.
She could
be,
you lose a house and damn, Shannon.
Let's be real. Those are the things that don't nobody tell people. about marriage. That kind of stuff really does happen.
Her do the
and
10
and
years.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, and that's why you have people who like, and people will say like, I've heard unhappy people say in marriages like this is like a prison. You know what I mean? Because they are so
Yeah.
unhappy. So it just seemed like to me y'all should get along good if they in prison. They ain't
So
in
are
the
y'all
way.
marriage vows conditional?
Right, exactly. That's
Oh,
that
I'm
part.
definitely yes.
A 10-year sentence they became. Shit.
Yes.
So
A 10-year sentence.
y'all marriage vows are conditional. Do y'all
Look,
wives
I
and fiancés
mean,
know that?
let's keep
Yes.
it real. Like love is conditional. You know what I mean? Now to say it's unconditional is like an illusion. Because a whole lot of brothers say they love they mate to significant others and do a lot of effed up stuff. You know what I mean? And be that's the first thing that they cry. I love you. I'm sorry, and whatever. That shit can be overrated at times. You know what I mean? And depending on what shenanigans you pull out here, there's a whole lot of people that's gonna cut ties for certain things. Like what if she went to prison for molesting a child? I ain't know nothing about it. It's my damn niece. I'm supposed to stay married. You know what I mean? So, I'm just saying, I just want to throw that out there. Love is very conditional because if motherfucker ain't doing what he's supposed to do to earn your respect, to earn your love, to earn your admiration, you're going to shake him because you can't grow like that. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Okay then. All righty. It's actually time for it's actually time for us to wrap up this great conversation that we had
Oh, wow.
with the two loyal ladies.
I know, right?
Really? You gonna
And we
phrase
don't
it
know
like
who
that?
these ladies
A good one. With the two real brothers.
Right.
Right.
With the two
are. With
loyal
conditional
ladies.
love.
Right. That's what I was to say. With
May
the
heaven
two
have mercy on y'all
right.
marriages.
Right.
I'm finna get some t-shirts made up. Love is conditional. I'm gonna coin the phrase right now.
Y'all heard him first. Say it here
You put
first.
Nikki B and Friends on the back.
Copyright.
Yeah,
Hashtag Nikki B and
for
Friends.
sure. For
Right.
sure. Love is conditional.
Okay. All right.
Thank
Well,
you.
it's time for us to wrap it on up. And time to give our little final remarks. Oh, Shannon got her hand raised. She want to get hers out the way this time. Shannon normally go last, but right before me, go ahead, Shannon.
Let me just go on record to say I am so glad I ain't married to neither one of them. I ain't married neither one of them. I'm glad they just my homeboys and nothing else. But I mean, hey, I can only say what love means for me. And I mean, I don't know. Truth might be right. Love in some aspects is conditional, but that's why you got to know who you marrying. Okay, you got to know. You got to have these conversations that seemingly, are tough, but you got to know it before you be like, "Yes, I'll marry you." You got to know that he'll dump you and go sleep with Day down the street. You got to do 10 years in prison. So
Right.
just know who you with, man. That's all I got.
Right. All right. Who going next?
Well,
Oh, you go too.
as a black man living in this country, I know that we are only 12% of the population as a race, but yet our imprisonment is like over 33%. And a lot of it is due to systematic racism, us getting significant time during the the war on drug era with crack cocaine and
Get
all
to
of
how
that.
you gonna cheat on your wife? Come on.
Okay.
And We just got to continue to do better, people. I ain't gonna cheat on her. I'm gonna tell her. She don't know. She gonna be okay with it. She gonna be okay with it.
Look at Shannon's face. Go ahead, E.
I just want to say, if the person that officiates my wedding is listening to this, please work into the files. If she gets locked up for 10 years, he will not be faithful. So if you're listening to this, I ain't gonna say his name, but if you're listening to this, make sure you work that into the
You
vows.
might want to write your own vow.
You sure better.
Oh, if I do, I'm definitely putting that in my vows. So
I think I got to put it in.
And I promise at your wedding, I'm going to stand up and be like, he ain't playing.
Hey, you don't want nobody standing up at yours.
Sure don't. Okay, so my closing remarks would be that, you know, I think that Truth did have a good point that love is conditional, and some people, you know, have, you know, conditions. You know, I can only hold you down to this point, and then there are some people that don't know how to let go. So I will give hats off to the guys for being honest enough to say, you know, I'm not, because I know a lot of people who stay in unhappy marriages, and like I, you know, you saying like I'm not gonna do that, and I just tell people up front, ladies who's listening, this almost seems as if this needs to be a conversation that's had prior to marriage, like when we talking about other stuff, because I think that that's important, because I would think that somebody would be, you know, will hold you down. And like I said, depending on the circumstances, Truth had a good point when he threw out there that other, you know, child molestation and all of that. Of course, I'm not holding nobody down for no mess like that. You know what I mean? I'm going out the door, but I'm gonna have a divorce. I'm gonna get a divorce. I'm not gonna be married to you, and you know what I mean? But if I'm married to you, I could still see that I, you know, myself as being kind of, you know, committed. See how I hit him with that kinda?
Right.
Kinda.
For 2 years.
No, I'm loyal. Anybody who know me know I'm loyal. So thank you all for listening to Nikki B and Friends. We appreciate you. Make sure you go to the Facebook page NIKKI and Friends and participate and answer the questions. And Nikki B _and _friends on Instagram. Thanks again for rocking out with us. And wait a minute, where my song? Oh, you know what? I done did this. I had everything already, and then Truth doing what he do best, and me googling some other stuff right before we started the thing, and now I gotta go and do the what's it called? But
Blame
this
it on
right here,
alcohol.
yeah.
Here he go with that voice again.
Blame it on alcohol. Go sleep good tonight, ain't you, Shan?
Thanks for listening.
I cannot stand him. He is a clown. I can't. Oh my God.
Say that brother in jail don't sound like that, do it?